This is part 2 of Mission 4 of Death of the Outsider, the Stolen Archive. We have penetrated the Royal Conservatory, and we are now going to steal the Stolen Archive from Sister Rosewyn. Alright, I think we should be able to finish this up in this one, so let's go ahead and get started. Don't think there's anyone else on this floor.
How dare...
What?
Dry flesh, dry tongues, low noise over bones and teeth, scent of death and waiting, noises, noises. The live ones listened and changed the sounds. Now they close their mouths and eyes.
Can't be.
Shows what I know. Alright, here's what's left of the Oraculum. My effigies of the Oracular Sisters, 4th day. It's been difficult to create effigies of the Oracular Sisters. They keep to themselves, rarely venturing outside. Impossible to get the hair and nail clippings I need, but I have an idea. If the sisters are linked even beyond death, then I can use the bones of their dead, dug from an abbey graveyard, to attune the Oraculum to the minds of living sisters. 12th day. It's done. Adolfina and several others brought back a wagon full of coffins. I'll start on new effigies at once. 19th day. Still only faint voices. Nothing near the connection required to give them dreams. I must adjust the lenses, refine the effigies, sleep with their skulls beneath my blankets for a few nights more. Perhaps integrate the scarves they use to cover their eyes. 21st day. Delilah is anxious about my progress, and yet there's not much to tell. I was able to interrupt several oracular sisters in conversation, leaving them momentarily at a loss for words. I'm confident that soon enough I'll be able to make them say whatever I wish. Then I'll have news for my Empress in Dunwall. 23rd day. At last, I held one of the sisters in a trance-like state for an hour. Delilah was ecstatic. Soon we will control the oracular order. I don't remember if I read that in the last game. Probably, but...
Sister Kuei, audiograph entry for the 15th day of the month of rain. Our investigations have led us to these unseemly devices. I have been attending to the dead, and some evenings I've heard voices coming from them. They speak in the manner of our trances. My sisters do not believe me, and some have gone so far as to accuse me of a lying tongue. I know this is black magic, some remnant of the witch's heresy, but I speak the truth. I've brought this machine to record their utterances. They should speak any moment. Why am I the only one to hear our dead speak? What temptations of black magic are these? It whispers through their teeth. A voice without a throat. I swear to you that I've heard it.
Okay, now if you want to hear the voices, you have to knock over these 4 sensors.
Tell them to kill the rest. Disease. What is this darkness? What is this end? Sight.
Okay, I think that's all the dialogue they
It
have.
is fading.
Yep, I think that's it.
High places, wide places, dangerous, too big, not safe. Low places, dark places, where water runs and dirt low on your back. Men with metal faces and hounds, yes. Watch for wet smell, watch for smell of fat and blood and burning. No food. No flesh, no grain to gnaw. Her pink babies wail, writhe in the mist. Hungry cries, hollow bellies. She eats them for silence. Snatch scattered papers, take tatters to nest. Scent of candles, spice, quiet. Old books make best beds.
Victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why hasn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come and clean this up.
We must send word to Whitecliff as soon as our task is complete. I cleared my mind. I inhaled.
Pilfer of the Prophecies. Sister Rosewyn keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. This is the contract. This is a different copy of the contract, and this is... yep. This is someone who is apparently going for the contract, and here are the prophecies. Rosewyn's Prophecies, 19th Earth. 5 red strings pulled taut over some unknown instrument. My sisters could not make sense of it. Perhaps it will reveal itself again. 3 Harvest. More political unrest in Morley. Useless squabbles to no end. At Lord Carrington's next feast, they will display the head of a blood ox as a centerpiece, and assassinate their rival at the dinner table. I have consulted my sisters. We will write to Vice Overseer Hanlon before the month of rain. 17 Rain. Our sight shows us the Isles, from the trivial to the calamitous. A baker using sawdust instead of flour in Karnaca. A fishing net tangled around a dead child in Potter's Shed. Potter's Shed? Should be Potter's Stead. A whisper between lovers in Dunwall Tower. Tonight I witnessed the outsider's final moments in the void. I've imparted the danger to my sisters, but I could not divulge the true nature of my vision. It would only invite the errant mind. Some may greet the outsider's death with exultation, others would show more wisdom. I have not yet written to the High Oracle. I fear the event will come to pass before my message could reach her. No, I know what I must do to prevent this dissolution. And so here, I mentioned this in my video on the Abbey. They claim to oppose the outsider and fight the outsider, but of course, if someone were to kill the outsider, there would be no reason for them to continue existing. So they're definitely going to try to prevent that.
No! My sister. Dead?
Disgraceful. The roots of... Belladonna pots of rouge, tricks to entice the wandering
no word
gaze.
from our sisters. Strange. Indeed. I must draw strength from my brothers.
Letter to Brother Algernon. Dear Brother Algernon, I know you said to cease writing home to the Abbey so often, but something extraordinary happened. I found my life's purpose. You always said that if I subdued my errant mind and worked with diligence, that my path would become clear. And it has. Brother, I protect our sisters now. My heart trembles with the honor of serving them. They grace my humble eyes as they pace the conservatory corridors with brisk strides or bend their oracular gifts toward the profane equipment left behind by the heretics. My responsibility, the Brotherhood's responsibility, is to protect them as they decipher what transpired within these benighted walls. When Sister Rosewyn nods and thanks me, my entire being floods with the most intense satisfaction. Truly, I was born for this task. I wanted you to know. Yours in faith, Brother Minton.
For are we not as one?
Three-volume. Forbidden Knowledge. The Outsider's Hand. Voices of the Dead.
There's the silver graph projector. There's one in the basement too, but this one's a bit closer. It occurs to me that this could be a very short video, and I probably should have stopped the previous one a bit sooner. Apologize for that.
The overseers need to be reminded of their place. I have been called to the trance. Sister Rosewyn seems agitated today. I believe a recent vision presses upon her. She and a few of our sisters are...
I am disturbed by the archive we've uncovered here.
Focus on the task at hand, sister. Ours is important work. We all bear the burden of the Abbey's future.
Right, notes from the archive. The archive sent by the pharmacist is intriguing. I wonder how he knew to contact me. I will interrogate him about this when we meet. Cienfuegos describes a place where the void can be seen and traversed, and that such an entrance exists in the very mountain that overshadows the city. For all our years and all our power, how did something like that escape our notice? I want to dismiss the notion, if just to preserve our pride, but I can't. It is too enticing. For now, I have searched through the records available to me, but there is no mention of this place in any newspaper or atlas that I can find. Not even the Ordnance Surveys saw fit to mention it. Does it exist? If it does, then was this disruption caused by our ritual in Stilton's manor, or did some other event tear through the hidden boundary of the void in the same manner? These documents suggest it is much older, but I can't be sure. The void takes delight in warping our understanding of such things. I will keep this to myself for the moment. It will be something to discuss with Delilah over candied chestnuts and braised hare in Dunwall Tower. And in my video on the void, I kind of mentioned that, yeah, the entrance to the void was there, because that's where they made the outsider. But I think that the ritual at Stilton's house kind of widened that crack, and that's what allowed the current cultists to find it more easily, I think.
There are places where the void leaks into our world, like a crack in a ship's hull. But how?
They scream against indifference and whisper questions. All their hate, their loneliness, their terror. They break against the rocks, one wave after another.
Letter to the Royal Curator. To the Royal Curator, Brianna Ashworth. My name is Eleuterius Fuegos. Know that we have mutual friends, and that is all that needs to be said on that subject. I believe we share particular interests. I would ask that you make arrangements for us to meet privately, under some artistic or curatorial pretense. There we may discuss in full the question that occupies both our minds, the nature of the void and a means to safely walk its ruined landscape in the flesh. Yes, I believe I found a way to reach that fabled place. I have enclosed several silvergraph prints. I submit them to your expertise. In the interests of our safety, I would ask you to keep these with the utmost discretion. Burn it all rather than risk discovery. By sending this short letter, I have already made dangerous enemies. Address your response to me directly, E. Cienfuegos. A memory of 1849. Oh, I already... Yep, I already read that.
It's like the world is breaking apart.
First Impressions of the Archive, 11th Month of Rain. Initial investigation conducted by Sister Lena Rosewyn of the Circonan Oracular Chapel, Karnaca. My sisters and I have discovered an archive of letters, silvergraph prints, and several silvergraph plates hidden in a secret compartment in the curator's office. In advance of a more thorough investigation, the archive appears to describe 2 places in Circonos where occult influence has thrived and corruption has taken hold. A map on a silvergraph plate seems to indicate a mining complex on Shinderi Peak, which is unknown to the Circonan Cartographic Society, to investigate. Several reports point to the estate owned by Aramis Stilton. Preparatory quarantine required. The conservatory is an obvious third location, purge in progress. The association between these 3 places, if any, is unknown to us as of yet. I will keep the map for further study and meditate on these questions at our next trance. Perhaps some connection will appear to me then. Microphone again. It's the same dialogue options that you had before. Looks like this is where the the secret compartment was that had these archives.
Brother Cardoza, Sister Rosewyn requests your presence on the terrace. It's about the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
Yes, very good. Tell Sister Rosewyn I'll be right there. I need to finish one little test first, before this creature's flesh degrades further. Curvature is eroded in the frontal lobe. Unusual.
What's
It's as the stricture says. Errant becomes fractious and seems to have corroded the arterial network leading to the seat of cognition. The dense tissue here, the anemic blood. Yes, decidedly abnormal. Where does the seat of heresy lie? Which wayward organ compels these wretched creatures to seek the void? To heed the outsider's dark whispers? Perhaps if I excise the witch's eyes next time before playing the music. Yes, corrupted vision, the shadowed senses. I must cut them out. They scream in agony at the sacred music. It pains them. All beauty is ugliness, in their fevered minds. They burn with heresy from within. Oh, right. The Heretic Archive.
What are they looking for? Bet they'd love to cut me open, too.
Initial examination showed no rigor, and lividity was at a minimum and unfixed. The eyeball bodies were preserved and cool to the touch. Pressure on the chest reveals pliant skin. No marks. Flawless. Why must it take death to purify the darkness from your flesh? How can I remove the stain of heresy from your body and preserve this wondrous symmetry of form? How to cut out the outsider's foul influence from inside you, leaving only grace and perfected beauty behind? Oh yes, my dear, you're lovely like this. Lovely.
Well, it's good to enjoy your work. God. Ugh. Okay. Message from Lena Rosewyn. Cardoza, the heretic archive we have discovered here is more dangerous than we could have known. A recent vision has revealed its importance to the future of the faithful. If we do not act soon, I believe it could undo everything the Abbey has accomplished in the Isles. There are only two courses of action before us. Burn the archive with the other blasphemous documents we have uncovered, or have it delivered to Wycliffe for further study and deliberation. I will meditate upon my vision today and decide which is in the Abbey's best interest. I will send one of my sisters to retrieve you when I have reached my decision. When that happens, come immediately to me, and do exactly as I tell you without a moment's delay. It is too dangerous for the information this archive contains to linger in this place any longer than necessary. Sister Rosewyn. Roving Vice Overseer's Mission Notes. Last entry. Sister Rosewyn directs us to destroy the witch's books and papers. Her wisdom is beyond question, and yet I've glimpsed such wonders in their pages. What harm lies in looking through the tomes before the fires consume them? Should we not know the enemy we fight? Should we not study their corrupt thoughts to better understand them? Doubt plagues me and leads my mind down an errant path. It is heresy, I know this, yet still I burn with curiosity. If only I could preserve a few small volumes from the flames. Pause to make sure I'm still recording. Sorry.
No food, no flesh, no grain to gnaw. Her pink babies wail right in the nest. Hungry cries, hollow bellies. She eats them for silence.
Okay, don't think there's anything in here. Okay, so the easy way of doing this, if you weren't gonna, you know, kill them all, is to take Cardos's face.
Brother Cardoza, at last. I've concluded my study of the hidden archive, especially this silvergraph plate.
A silvergraph plate? What did you find? Is there something special about it?
It is an abomination. Darkness clings to it. We must destroy it, lest it fall into less righteous hands. Show it to no one, and burn its heretical stain from the world.
I got it.
Tell her what is going on. Did you?
That was not intentional. Okay. I'm trying to figure if there's a way to...
I can take a look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know.
There's one at least. See how many I can take out before being
Some
found.
calamity approaches.
By the High Oracle!
Alright, well, not too many.
You! What have you done?
Oops. No, that wasn't too hard. Okay, there's an alternate cutscene. It's very hard to get. I have gotten it to start once, but it always gets interrupted. Where you reveal yourself to Rosewyn, and she'll actually talk to you for a little bit before sicking all the other sisters on you, and she says something like, I can't let you destroy what gives us our purpose. And then they all attack you. But it's very hard to trigger without it getting interrupted. Maybe I'll put a video, of someone else doing it here someplace. But basically, at that point, she admits what she already wrote in her diary, that she can't let you try and kill the outsider because, again, there will be no reason for them to exist. Okay, here it is. Sorry the resolution is so low.
I hear her footsteps in my mind. Am I stalked by my own vision? I know you. Your eyes and hands have haunted our visions. We have watched you crawl up from the shadows. My sisters cannot see beyond the moment when you breach the void. Every hour, our sight grows short. Only I have witnessed the method of our blindness. Only I have seen that knife in a dead boy's heart. Yes, I have what you want.
Yeah, and the vision I'm having right now, I see that you're not just gonna give it to me.
You are simply another dark mirror for the outsider's will. That heretical eye you possess only shows you what he wants you to see. That twisted shadow of a hand is guided by his black arts. No, we will burn you on the pyre with the secrets you crave.
What? You people blame the outsider for everything. Wouldn't you kill him yourself if you had the chance?
We have no use for those who do not fear the outsider. I cannot let you destroy what gives us our purpose. Unite, my sisters! Kill this heretic!
You can also take a sister's face, fake meditation, and wait for Rosewyn to give the silver graph to Cardoza, and then take it from him.
Brother Cardoza, at last. I've concluded my study of the hidden archive, especially this silver graph plate.
What did you learn? Was the Curator hiding secrets more dangerous than those we already burned?
It is an abomination. Darkness clings to it. We must destroy it, lest it fall into less righteous hands. Show it to no one, and burn its heretical stain from the world.
As you wish.
Okay, here's a letter I forgot to read. Your lost diary. Sister Rosewyn, we have yet to locate your personal diary of prophecies and meditations. The thief, as you know, fled along the catwalk that borders the atrium and to the elevator shaft. Fortunately, she fell to her death. We searched her, but your diary was not found among her effects. She may have concealed it somewhere before she came to her end. The body of Sister Sean, who died in an attempt to subdue the thief, has been properly attended to. Her remains are on their way to our chapel presently. May her spirit fade and merge with the cosmos. I am certain that no one has found your diary and neglected to inform us, but I know that if I catch an overseer reading your private notes, I am within my rights to kill him for his flagrant debasement to the wandering gaze. Yours in faith, Sister Ramos. They didn't look too hard because it was like immediately below the body. Okay. Alright, that's that. I think that's everyone. Now we need to take Cardoza to the basement and then and play the silver graph, or project the silver graph.
This is what I needed. There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silver graph plate with me.
I knew it. I missed someone. Oh. knew this would happen.
I wonder who that...
Brothers and sisters, if the outsider visits you, remember 3 things. Ignore his words. Don't...
Oh, I already did that. Oh. Can't be those guys. Oh, I think I know. There we go. Okay. I was saving her to see if I needed to take her face later to,
One of us saw that coming, Rosewyn.
Alright. Okay, that didn't take too long. Alright, so we got all the contracts. Make sure. Alright, all the contracts.
Oh, my mind still sings with that awful music, but it is quieter now. Thank you.
Snatch scattered papers, take tatters to nest. Scent of candles, spice, quiet. Old books make best beds.
Cross 3 times. No, 4 times over the hounds and trip.
All right, I think that is everything. Okay, bit of a short one, but not too bad. And that's it. Okay, let's see. So obviously pretty lethal since we, did that contract. Oh, all the bone charms, not too bad for the coins. There were no paintings. These are all the contracts. Okay, that is it for mission 4. Next one will be the final mission, the hole in the world. Once again, thanks for watching.